hold on just a second here. Yeah, Chuckle Nuts went to Iraq. Wasn't that cute? Oh, we're going to go up to Camp David and have a little circle. Oh, can't say that. We're going to go to Camp David and sit around the campfire and talk about how successful the war is going. Oops, I got to go. See you later, boys and girl. And he winds up in Iraq? If Iraq is a sovereign nation and nobody knew he was coming, then Bush was, for 5 or 6 hours, an illegal immigrant, wasn't he? Huh? If it is a sovereign nation, nobody knew about it, where in the hell's his visa? Oh, that's right. He's Jesus' little brother, so he doesn't need that sort of thing. After meeting with the very startled-looking Iraqi, quote, Prime Minister, close quote, Maliki, Bush knocked back a few and spoke to the troops. So, okay, maybe he wasn't tipsy. Maybe it was the jet lag that made him sound so spacey and slur his words. You decide.
I bring greetings from a grateful nation. I thank you for your sacrifice.
Sir.
I thank you for your service.
Service.
I thank you for making history.
History.
You know, right after September the 11th, I knew that some would forget the dangers we face. Some would hope that the world would be what it's not, a peaceful place in which people wouldn't want to do harm to those of us who love freedom.
Is this Chicago?
I vowed that day, after September the 11th, to do everything I could to protect the American people.
Oh, and we love you.
Baghdad in Iraq is a front in the war on terror.
Yeah.
It is a part of our mission to help make sure that the world is a better place.
Gee, mission not accomplished here either, Chuckle Nuts, unless in your backward, bizarro world you think Baghdad in Iraq is better now than before you bombed, looted, and murdered it back to the Stone Age. Maybe it's the Jack Daniels. Maybe he just doesn't remember that his lies have been exposed on that false association with September 11th over and over and over again. Have I mentioned yet tonight how much I hate these people? Oh, my God. Well, I guess he didn't get enough of a ratings bounce from killing Zarqawi for the second or third or fourth time, so he's going to keep pounding on the Iraqi sham elections as proof that all the death and destruction was justified. But as you listen to his comments about Maliki, you got to wonder, what is it with Bush and gazing into the eyes of foreign leaders and peering into their souls? This guy might be a real pagan. Who knows?
Thanks to your hard work, the Iraqi people have been given a chance to go to the polls. Not once, but 3 different times.
Yeah.
To elect a government that is dedicated to the will of the people.
As long as it's the will I want them to have.
Today I have come to not only thank you, but to look Prime Minister Maliki in the eyes.
Maliki, half-assed.
To determine whether or not he is as dedicated to a free Iraq as you are. And I believe he is.
I believe he is. Again, what's with Bush in the eyes thing, huh? He looked into Pooty Poot's eyes and saw his soul. He looks into Maliki's eyes to judge his beliefs on freedom. Hey, George, sometime when you got a minute, look into mine. Would you? Still explaining how wonderful things are now in Iraq with their new... We don't have time for this last one? All right. No, we have 2 more? Yeah, but Shelley's coming. All right, stick around. When Shelley gets here, just tell him to hold on for a second. He'll hold on because we got a couple of calls I want to take, comments about Bush's trip to Iraq. Stick around. I'm Mike Malloy. This is Air America.
In cowboy clothing and sometimes has Top Gun. Oh, I'm the president and I'm okay. I bomb all night and I drill all day. I cut down trees and taxes too, especially for my pals.
This is Air America.
I'm really into marriage, but just for guys and gals. He cuts down trees and taxes too.
Welcome back, 7 past the hour. All right, we've just got 2 more quotes from Chuckle Nuts today and his little ta-ta visit to Iraq. The reason, in my opinion, that he went to Iraq the way he went, He has no business there. He is not interested in doing anything except having his picture taken and letting the American public know that he is a brave man. With all the murder and mayhem and all the slaughters and all the butchery and all the IEDs and all the innocent civilians being blown away and all the innocent American troops being blown away, death and blood and gore and brains and ligaments and crap all over the landscape. Yes, into this strides George W. Bush. I am a man. That's why he went. To impress the half-wits back in the United States, to motivate the base. Oh, Jesus' little brother is so brave! I can't stand him. What are we on here? Are we on this one? Is this one we want to do now? We haven't done this one yet. We got 2 left. All right, let's do these last 2. He's still explaining here how wonderful things are now in Iraq with the new government. Too bad it's not safe enough to actually go into a government building or go out of the green zone for somebody like Bush. But it's wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
I've come today to personally show our nation's commitment to a free Iraq. My message to the Iraqi people is this.
Carpe diem.
Seize the moment.
Oh, okay.
Seize this opportunity to develop a government of and by and for the people. And I also have a message to the Iraqi people that when America gives a commitment, America will keep its commitment.
When we say we're going to kill you,
there are going to be tough days ahead and more sacrifice for Americans as well as Iraqis. But I come away from here believing that the will is strong.
Do you hear this in his voice? The tonal quality, the disconnection, the kind of dreamy, sloopy, sloppy kind of, America will keep its commitment. Going to be tough days ahead. There are going to be tough days ahead and more sacrifice for Americans as well as Iraqis. But the afterthought is, yeah, but it's so worth it to see that glorious new $35 billion U.S. embassy. Yeah, baby! Seize the opportunity to develop a government of and by and for the people. Oh, Jesus, that sounds like something written by honest John the Commie, doesn't it? Of and by and for the people. What the hell is that? Oh, that was Jefferson? Well, at least in Bush's context, for those people not killed or imprisoned, and as long as your leaders are willing to be my bitches, I mean my business partners. Sorry, I'm a little high from the trip over here. My God. And this is my favorite Bush quote of the month so far. Here he explains how he will win the war on terror because his is the ideology of light.
The victory in the war on terror. The victory in a struggle against those who have no ideology. Well, they got an ideology, but it's an ideology that is dark and dismal. It's one that doesn't respect human dignity. It's an ideology that doesn't believe in the freedom to worship. It's an ideology that doesn't respect the role and rights of women in society.
Oh, Jesus.
It's an ideology that has no hope. The way to defeat that ideology is with an ideology of light.
Ah! And by light, I'm talking about lightning, strike, shock, and awe, and bombing raids, and flesh-eating white phosphorus weapons. That's the kind of light I use to make the victories. So the ideology that Bush is struggling against in his war against the pagans, it's an ideology that doesn't respect human dignity? Like smearing innocent detainees who have no civil liberties with fake menstrual blood and tying them up and making them bark like dogs? Dignity like that, right, Chuckle Nuts? Huh? It's an ideology that doesn't believe in the freedom to worship. What? Islam makes you worship, you dumbass! What do you mean, freedom to worship? Oh, never mind. I take this guy way too seriously. I really do. This ideology that doesn't respect human dignity like we do. We'll respect your dignity till you're dead in a sleeping bag and tied up with packing tape. And we'll have that little, what was that broad's name? PFC, whatever, the one that went to jail. We'll have her lead you around on a leash and point to your thingy, you know, and laugh at you. We believe in dignity. We'll get you naked and heap you up in huge, big piles of male flesh. You don't know how my vice president likes that one. Oh, God, you ought to see the pictures he's got back in the his office. Oh, he's got pictures. Oh, boy, has he got pictures. You don't think he's really just into shooting doves, do you? Or his hunting partner? No. He's sick bastards. Yeah, I went to Iraq. I was in the war zone.